these NFT investors just got dropped millions of dollars worth of Apecoin. Not only did many of these JPEG collectors hit it big with their monkey pictures, but now they've made multiple yearly salaries with a click of a button through the new Bored Ape Yacht Club Apecoin token. Many people believe that this coin and the liquidity that it just brought to the NFT space could actually spark another NFT bull run. But I personally wouldn't jump to those conclusions so quickly. Drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're feeling like it. Let's get started. So last week, Yuga Labs, the company that created the infamous Bored Ape Yacht Club, announced that they purchased the IP of CryptoPunks. Yes, that CryptoPunks, and Meebits from Larva Labs. So now Yuga Labs is the company behind the two biggest NFT collections in all of existence. It's safe to say that they are quickly becoming a superpower in the NFT space. With the purchase of CryptoPunks and Meebits, Yuga Labs now says that all the IP rights are given to the Punks and Meebit holders, similar to how Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club holders can commercialize and monetize their individual NFTs that they own. That might sound like a lot of mumbo jumbo to you, but this is actually a really big deal. Some quick history: prior to this announcement, there were talks of lawsuits over punk lookalikes and copycats, where Larva Labs, the owner of the IP of CryptoPunks, would actually threaten to sue users who tried to copy the IP of CryptoPunks and or use punks for other profitable projects. This basically means that if you owned a punk, you couldn't really do much more with it than use it as your profile picture. In other words, you didn't really own the art that you purchased for sometimes up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. But now, with Yuga Labs buying that IP from Larva Labs and taking over ownership of it, they have given all the holders the freedom to do whatever they please with their CryptoPunks. This is great news in my opinion, as you can see just how powerful ownership really is. Bored Ape Yacht Club recently flipped CryptoPunks and have been the face of the NFT space for the past year or so. And I think this has a lot to do with the fact that users can promote the brand of Bored Ape Yacht Club through their own means. Think about it, celebrities, athletes, and entrepreneurs are all finding unique ways to indirectly market Bored Ape Yacht Club. This same marketing system can now apply to CryptoPunks, which in theory should help CryptoPunks be more marketable and do even better overall. Now, if you're wondering why the heck I'm talking about all this, stay tuned. Trust me, it's important to know this before we head into what is really happening here. One other effect of this acquisition is the fact that owners of any NFT in the Yuga Labs ecosystem can now be even more confident that the company behind the brand really means serious business. They are aiming to be one of, if not the biggest player in the space. That's gotta invoke confidence in holders. And now, Yuga Labs just announced and airdropped the Apecoin to the NFT holders in their ecosystem. So if you held a Bored Ape, a Mutant Ape, or a Bored Ape Kennel Club, you were eligible to get a preset amount of Apecoin free during the airdrop to kickstart the token's ecosystem. Now, what is truly shocking here is that the coin was available on most major exchanges, including Coinbase, and these were all available to purchase on day one. That meant that there were no restrictions in users trying to buy the coin from pretty much anywhere in the world. This is not something we typically see with smaller altcoins, so this is definitely worth noting that they were able to get on all these major exchanges so early on. Immediately upon going live, the coin hit a high of nearly $40 per Apecoin, or nearly a $6 billion market cap. That is truly insane. At the time of making this video, Apecoin currently sits somewhere around $13 to $14, but still has a huge market cap of over $3.5 billion. And Yuga Labs didn't stop there. Out of nowhere, they just dropped an insane 2-minute animated trailer as the announcement of their metaverse called The Other Side. The Other Side metaverse is likely to launch sometime next month in April, according to the caption in a tweet. Now, in the video, which was absolutely incredibly well done by the way, we see a handful of Bored Ape characters, including a Mutant Ape, Meebits, CryptoPunks, all of which Yuga Labs owns the IP to, and some other interesting NFT collections. As you can see here in the spaceship, we also see World of Women, Nouns, a Cool Cat, and a Cryptoad. These came as a shock to most people, myself included, as we haven't heard about any partnership or buyout of these other NFT brands. It's safe to say that all these collections will somehow be a part of the Other Side metaverse that Yuga Labs is building. Now, a little side note, I personally feel pain because I actually spent all day yesterday bidding on various cool cats that were nearing my buy price of a 7 ETH floor. Then this video drops, and next thing you know, the floor on cool cats immediately pumps to over 9 Ethereum. So thanks for that, Yuga Labs. We also see this little creature featured on the bottle that the ape drinks in the beginning of the trailer, and we also see this guy flying and carrying the Bored Ape as he flies through the air. People are speculating that this character will be known as Coda, which was a character that was leaked as a potential airdrop in one of the Yuga Labs pitch decks that came out on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Now, I imagine we will see the Bored Ape Universe holders get some sort of action with this character this year, but we don't exactly know what the plans are for this Coda character just yet. Another Easter egg in the video is that 3 of the drivers of the spaceship are held by the same exact wallet. I'm not sure that this means anything specifically, but it's definitely interesting all the same. To be honest with you guys, I haven't been this excited about something in the NFT space in quite a while. This was really freaking cool, and it further establishes the Bored Ape universe as the leading brand in the space. The Yuga Labs team also just took on a $450 million funding round, which values the company at a $4 billion valuation. This money is supposed to go towards the efforts of building out this other side metaverse. I'll move on and talk about Apecoin. What exactly does Apecoin do? Yuga Labs intends for Apecoin to be the Apes Ecosystem Governance Token, which allows token holders to participate in the Apecoin DAO, or the Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and give its participants a shared and open currency that can be used without centralized entities. That was a mouthful, but basically it just means that if you own Apecoin, you'll be able to vote on things that the Apecoin ecosystem implements. It's worth noting that 62% of all the Apecoin was allocated to the Ecosystem Fund, which will support community-driven initiatives as voted by Apecoin DAO members. Apecoin also gives access to certain parts of the ecosystem that are otherwise unavailable, like exclusive games and services, and sometimes even merch. For third-party developers, aka other NFT projects, Apecoin is a tool to participate in the ecosystem by incorporating Apecoin into services, games, and just other NFT projects in general. We've already seen some other projects announce they'll be integrating Apecoin into their project ecosystems, which should bolster the use case and theoretically give more value to Apecoin over time. For example, Apecoin is already accepted in the Benji Bananas game by Animoca Brands. Given the space that Bored Ape Yacht Club already has in this rapidly emerging space, I think it's safe to say that Apecoin will have more of a presence than just another overhyped altcoin. The fact that nearly every major exchange, including US-based ones like Coinbase, already have the coin for sale is a great sign that it's here to stay. Pair that with the fact that Yuga Labs, the face of the NFT space, is riding on this being a credible currency, and Apecoin is definitely worth taking a closer look into as a crypto investment. Now, my personal prediction, however, is slightly less bullish. I think given the fact that this was a monster airdrop for NFT whales who have had the funds to own Bored Apes, means that there's going to be some serious chop in the price for a while as Apecoin finds its place in the market. We need to see which other projects actually adopt and utilize the coin in a meaningful way. I do think we could see a bounce of the price of the coin back up to somewhere around $18 to $20 before some of the hype wears off. It's hard to compare this coin to much else in the space though to get a real idea of where the market cap may end up for the long term. And that's just because this is new and pretty much one of a kind as far as NFT related coins go that actually have this much presence. I'm personally planning to stay sidelined and watch this coin until we have more information to work with. Now, on the contrary though, I am still intending to pick up a mutant ape since there was a pretty big sell-off post Apecoin airdrop for those holders. The floor went from a 25 ETH floor to a 17 ETH floor, but actually in the last 2 days has bounced back up to around 22, 23 Ethereum. My price target on mutant apes is somewhere around 15 ETH, so I'm keeping my eyes open. As I said earlier in the video, next month, the other side metaverse is supposed to drop, and we'll see a lot more about which projects are partnered with Yuga Labs and the Bored Ape ecosystem, and that will probably pump those projects even further. I'm super excited to see what these guys are bringing to the table as far as creating their own metaverse, because more likely than not, this is the leader in the space moving forward, and we want to see them do well in order for other products to continue following suit. Leave your thoughts down below about what you think about Apecoin. Are you buying it? Are you selling it? Do you care? Drop a like, subscribe, and make sure you have a fantastic day. Take care.